Good Monday evening. I'm Chief Meteorologist Chris Holcomb from the 11 Alive Weather Impact Team, and we are still tracking a few scattered showers out there tonight. And it's not really widespread. Not everybody is getting hit, but some of these showers that have been developing out there have contained some heavy rain, some gusty winds, and some lightning as well. These showers have been staying below severe limits. Again, in order to have a severe thunderstorm, you'd have to have winds of 57 miles an hour or greater, and hail an inch in diameter or larger. Either one of those is one of the qualifiers for that. And so far, these storms have been below severe criteria, but I ran through one of those this evening as I ran out to grab a bite to eat really quick. It was a really heavy one that really started and formed right in the North Druid Hills area there at the exit of 85 on North Druid Hills, and it just rained really hard for a bit, and then it rained itself out and just kind of drifted on over to the north and east, and then eventually just fell apart. So right now we are watching a few of those showers, but as I mentioned, they're not really widespread. You can see that we had some down in Coweta County a little bit earlier. Those just kind of blossomed up. They had some heavy rain with them and thunder and lightning. They rained themselves out. Still a little bit of light shower activity there along 85. And then over into parts of Paulding County, we had a few showers with thunder and lightning, a couple of those in West Cobb, some in East Cobb, some right over Truist Park a little bit earlier, but then they faded out. We still have one just to the north of Roswell or near Roswell here that you can see that has just kind of developed. And what happens a lot of times, these storms pop up from nowhere. They get intense, they get strong, they rain themselves out, and as that rain-cooled air comes down, it forms somewhat of an outflow boundary, which is almost like a little mini cold front nearby, and that will cause some other showers then to get some lift and develop there as well. And that's what's happening here around Roswell with this one just to the west, moving in from parts of East Cobb into North Fulton County. Also, some of that moving into far southeastern parts of Cherokee County. That's all to the west of Alpharetta and Roswell, and it's just kind of drifting to the north and east. It may not even make it to the Alpharetta area, but something that you might want to keep your eye on there too. Also over in Gwinnett County, this storm has been holding together for a while, pretty much right along I-85. Here's the I-85 corridor right here going up through Gwinnett. We had these showers and storms that developed with some heavy rain right around the Lawrenceville area, really between Lawrenceville and Duluth, and then a few of those additional showers there going on up a little bit more to the north and east of that. And you can see that's right along the I-85 corridor, not too far off from that Mall of Georgia exit going in toward the Collins Hill area here. And then a few more of those showers up 85 into the southern sections of Hall County, getting closer to these areas of Barrow County and also Jackson County, not too far off from Houston and Brazelton, with some of those moderate to heavy showers that are moving there too. I want to check something really quick though, because that shower or those pockets of heavy rain have stayed kind of in that same area for a bit. Yeah, I wanted to see closer here where we have some really impressive rainfall amounts in a couple of those segments. Our Doppler radar can estimate how much rain has fallen. I had mentioned here between Lawrenceville and Duluth that we had a heavy cell that came in. Let me put the rainfall estimates on here. That purple color that you see right there is where we have some spots there, and I'll zoom in a little bit tighter so you can see these areas that we're talking about. Near Hurricane Shoals Road, Collins Hill Road here. There's really the downtown area of Lawrenceville. But as you get up to McKendree Church Road, Collins Hill Road, this section right here, that purple, let's go in a little bit tighter. We can see if we can get some of those roads. That's near Walther Boulevard, right there off of 316, where we see some spots within that picked up more than 2 inches of rain, just really, within the last hour or so. So some pretty impressive rainfall amounts there. There is another bullseye here of a purple color, more to the north and east of that, between Decula and Hog Mountain, right here in this area, pretty much along Fence Road, Clark Trail and Fence Road, that area right there. I will give you the rainfall estimates that we're seeing there, right along that Fence Road area. Oh, and it's saying 4.3. Let's get a little bit tighter here. Again, these are just rain estimates. Let me do another one right here. Right there along Fence Road in that kind of lighter part, that's what's showing 4.3. Just outside of that, 2.0, and then 1.0 around that as well. So Doppler radar showing some differing rainfall amounts all within that purple color there. Some in Lawrenceville, some near Fence Road, just to the west of Auburn, where we have some of those pockets of heavy rain. And then also here in the city, there have been a couple of spots there that you see in blue. I'll kind of give you a rainfall estimate on some of those. This one right here near Spaghetti Junction, a little bit less than an inch. North of the 75 and 85 split right here, this blue color right there, I guess pretty much closer to the Buckhead area. 1.8 inches of rain, an estimates that have fallen there. Here along and just south of I-20, some of those areas in the blue color picking up an inch, a little bit less than an inch to up to an inch and a half near Forest Park. So varying rainfall amounts that we have there within this. Now elsewhere around North Georgia, again, most of us are staying dry, not seeing a lot of rain here north of I-20, except for what I was just showing you there in Gwinnett County, also North Fulton County, some of that in Paulding County, but in a little bit north of the metro area, not as much rain coming down there. And then as you move down on the south side, we had this good rain that pulsed up with heavy rain and thunder and lightning there around Noonan here along the I-85 corridor in Coweta County. We have some in Troup County, also in Meriwether County down here. This one really just kind of developing with some thunder and lightning coming through there. And that is north of Pine Mountain, just to the west of Woodbury. And then some other showers here from Griffin to Locust Grove. You see those firing up right here along 75 right there at Locust Grove. This one right there on the western parts of Newton County, that just developed there. So you're seeing on radar what we talk about all the time with heat and humidity that just makes these showers and storms just bubble up. It's not like they're moving in along a cold front and a squall line pushing in from Alabama. It's just the heat of the day, plenty of moisture that we have around, and it's causing some of these showers and storms really just to bubble up out there. So over North Georgia, kind of summarizing what we see here on radar, you can see those main areas there in Gwinnett County. But even with that, we saw that pulsing up with all of that thunder and lightning. But now it looks like it is kind of, the lightning count is coming down a little more, and we're seeing some of the reds disappear. So that one most likely is raining itself out. So hit and miss variety out there for tonight. Not everybody is getting hit, but the folks who are getting hit are getting some pretty heavy rain as it pushes on in there. Here's a look at the tower cam. A full screen version of that right now. This is our tower cam at Northside Hospital, looking up Georgia 400. So here's Georgia 400 right here. You got the King and Queen building there. We're at Northside Hospital, and looking up toward the north, you can see that rain shaft from one of those showers there in the distance. That's up toward North Fulton County, one of those that I was just showing you on radar. Here is a live view. This is our tower cam at Arizona Avenue. Getting a shower right now, so it's kind of hard to see. The visibility is reduced. You can see some of the raindrops that are hitting the lens there, but we're looking over the city of Atlanta. This is a beautiful view a little bit earlier, as we saw a lot of orange. In fact, you can see a little bit of that still left there. The sun is still, has just gone down. It went down around 8:51, 8:52. So, but it's not really dark out there because of sunset. It's dark from this camera because this camera is so high on that tower. It's in some of the clouds, and we do have some of that rain that we're watching there from the distance. Now, before I finish up with local weather here, I want to take you and let you know what's going on in the tropics, because we have had a little bit more activity out there. If you weren't paying attention over the weekend, you may have missed Tropical Storm Barry. That developed here off the coast of Mexico here in the Gulf, and it was really close to shore when it developed, and it made landfall late on Sunday night. It has since dissipated, but it did cause a lot of rough surf and wind there along the Mexican coast, but that is now dissipated. Now, we're going to be watching this area in the Gulf here that could still possibly develop into a tropical system. As of right now, the Hurricane Center not giving it any big chances of development over the next 7 days, but it definitely is something to watch. Right now, they're saying it's a 0% chance of developing over the next 2 days, a 20% chance this could develop into a named system over the next 7 days. But whether or not this develops, if you are going down to the Florida Peninsula, there's going to be a better chance for some showers and storms to be developing there. I really think, though, if you're going to be on the Florida Panhandle late week and into the weekend, based on what we're seeing right now, I think the Panhandle should be okay. We've got a front that's going to be coming in, and that may keep a lot of these showers and storms that will be developing here along the Florida Peninsula. So again, even if it doesn't get a name, or even if it's not a tropical depression or anything, it's just still going to be an area of disturbed weather that will give the peninsula there a little better chance for a few of those scattered showers. Now, earlier we were showing you how out to the west we had a level 1 risk along the Mississippi River and back into Texas and Oklahoma. Now that's all that stands with that. I know you're about to see a little 1 show up right there, but that has now been taken away. This map was just updated. Tomorrow though, that green color, the level 1 of 5 risk, does move into the metro area. And what we're going to be watching is a cold front that's going to move in. And as it moves our way, we're going to see a little better chance for some scattered showers to develop. And a few of those could turn strong. And the main impacts we're watching, or the main risks we're watching with that, will be the potential for pockets of more heavy rain, thunder, lightning, hail, possible with some of those that develop tomorrow. And we're not really overly concerned about a tornado risk, but as you know, whenever we get storms like this coming in, if you get intersecting outflow boundaries or anything, some rotation could develop with that. So we always have to watch for that as a possibility. And I've had so many people say, Chris, it seems like it's rained almost every day in June. We have to be breaking some sort of records. Well, you may find this hard to believe, but we're actually finishing up June just a little bit below average in rainfall. Let me show you those numbers here first. Now again, today is the 30th. It's the last day of the month. Even though some of you are getting showers and storms, we haven't gotten any at Hartsfield-Jackson. So officially so far today, we've received 0 rain at Hartsfield-Jackson. That's the official rain gauge. But I know a lot of you have picked up more than that. But this month, officially in Atlanta, we've picked up 4.36 inches of rain. We should be getting a little bit more than 4.5. So officially for Atlanta, we may be just a little bit below the average for the year, but I know when you look at this map and you see, all right, these are the days that it didn't rain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of the 30 days were dry days. The other 20 had at least some sort of measurable rain. And you know, some of the higher amounts here, on the 27th we had almost an inch. On the 12th with some of those storms, we had 1.5 inches. But a lot of those heavier storms that gave many of you a lot of rain didn't land on top of Hartsfield. So again, that's the official reading there. Now tomorrow, we're going to be watching as that front moves in. Another chance for some scattered showers and storms. That's going to be July 1st. Can you believe that? Tomorrow's going to be July 1st. Between noon and 9 o'clock is going to be the time frame where some of those scattered showers and storms are a little more likely. They'll be scattered, not everybody getting them, but we may see a little bit of a line developing coming in from the west that'll increase those rain chances. So be sure to keep the 11 Alive app and the radar available there on your phone so you can keep an eye on it during the day and know if those showers are developing or if they are headed into your direction. Our high temperature today was 89 degrees. Right now we're back down into the lower 80s at 82. Most places in the 80s. Peachtree City, LaGrange is down into the 70s. Carrollton in the 70s. Rome in the 70s. Up in North Georgia, Blairsville, Clayton, you're in the 70s right now too. During the day tomorrow, we start off at 72, get up to 86 in the afternoon with those rain chances that are going to start coming up a little bit more, especially going into those afternoon hours when we see that better chance for some of those showers around. So here's the forecast track. We have just a few of those scattered showers around out there tonight. Those will be diminishing most likely 10, 11 o'clock tonight. We'll see most of those going away. Early tomorrow morning, we start off mainly dry, but even into those morning hours, especially around lunchtime though, we'll see some scattered showers developing. This is maybe that little bit of a line that's going to try to develop ahead of that front, and that's where we'll have to be watching for those bands of heavier rain, maybe some of those stronger storms. Once we get to 10 o'clock, things should start dying out. Now, ahead of that front, we have that southerly flow. That's going to be replaced by a northerly flow. That doesn't really make us cold or anything behind the front, but it does give us some drier air with rain chances going way down on Wednesday. And right now, Thursday and Friday are pretty much looking like they will be dry days. So here's that 7-day forecast with a high tomorrow around 86 degrees, still with that 60% chance for showers and storms. And then on Wednesday, rain chance down to 30%. Thursday and Friday are looking dry. We also look mainly dry on Saturday and Sunday. So remember, Friday is the 4th of July. And there we go. Sorry about that. Friday's the 4th of July. It's looking dry, a high of 93, and then a 20% chance for showers Saturday and Sunday with highs in the lower 90s, back to a 30% chance for showers on your Monday with highs in the lower 90s too. It looks like dew points may lower just a little bit, so that might help us out with the humidity levels going down somewhat to give us a nicer feel to the air. So thank you for watching this extended update here on 11 Alive. Plus, we'll have more for you tomorrow throughout the day as we see this front coming in, as well as getting closer and closer to that long holiday weekend for the 4th of July.